Welcome to Hauntline, where every story is a call from the other side. The Enfield Poltergeist, the true story behind the Conjuring 2. In 1977, in a quiet neighborhood in North London, strange things began happening inside a small house at 284 Green Street. Furniture moved on its own, toys flew across rooms, and a young girl spoke in a voice that wasn't her own. This isn't fiction. It's the real story that inspired the Conjuring 2, the Enfield Poltergeist. The family, 040, 140. The Hodgson family lived in a modest council house in Enfield, England. Single mother Peggy Hodgson raised 4 children, Margaret, Janet, Johnny, and Billy. One August night in 1977, the girls called out to their mother, terrified. Their dresser was moving, on its own. At first, Peggy thought they were playing tricks, but when she entered the room, she saw the heavy wooden dresser slide across the floor, with no one touching it. The haunting, 1:40, 4 o'clock. Over the next few weeks, chaos took over the Hodgson home. Knocking sounds came from the walls. Objects flew through the air. Neighbors saw furniture shaking from the outside windows. The worst of it centered around 11-year-old Janet. She began having strange fits. Her body contorted unnaturally, and her voice changed. Reporters from the Daily Mirror came to investigate, and they witnessed a chair levitate and slide across the floor in front of them. Even police officers signed sworn statements describing furniture moving by itself. When investigators from the Society for Psychical Research arrived, they recorded Janet speaking in a deep, gruff voice, claiming to be Bill Wilkins, a man who had died in the house years earlier. His death records, real. A man named Bill Wilkins had actually died of a brain hemorrhage in that very living room. The investigation. The Enfield haunting lasted for 18 months. Some skeptics claimed the children faked the events for attention. But when Janet was recorded speaking in 2 voices simultaneously, even scientists couldn't explain it. She was tested by doctors, no ventriloquism, no mental illness. In one chilling recording, the ghostly voice said, "I died in that chair, and now I'm here." Even the famous American investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren visited the house, later describing it as one of the most intense hauntings they had ever seen. The aftermath, 6 o'clock, 7:30. By 1979, the disturbances finally stopped. Janet grew up, married, and moved away, but she always maintained that the haunting was real. She said, "It followed me for years. I could feel it watching." Even decades later, paranormal researchers still call Enfield one of the most documented poltergeist cases in history. And some neighbors say, on quiet nights, they can still hear faint knocking from the walls of 284 Green Street. Was it a hoax or something truly supernatural? No one knows for sure. Thank you for listening to Hauntline. Subscribe and answer your next call from the beyond. But one thing's certain. Whatever haunted that family left behind something that even time couldn't silence. The Enfield Poltergeist.